And that is us. Hello, friends. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back. After battling many different storm deities and all sorts of nonsense, we are finally back with the second episode of the Threads of Fate, our Hades-inspired Blades in the Dark campaign. Mini campaign, 4 sessions. You know what I mean. Before we jump in, just gonna let everyone quickly introduce themselves. Considering it's been a few weeks, let people know who you are, where we can find you, and who you'll be playing tonight. Let's go just around in overlay order, I guess. So, Wasa, Austin, Issa, and Megan.
G'day everyone, this is Wasa. You can find me on Twitter on Wasabote. And I'm playing Kohl, our little fire spirit manifestation lad with guns. Yes.
Hey everybody, I'm Austin. My pronouns are he, they, she. You can find me on Twitter at Sailor Scott Austin. It's at Sailor SCT Austin. I'm be playing Nomalanga, who is fire sword girl to Cole's gun boy.
Hello there. I'm Izza, my pronouns are she, her, and I'll be playing Kyveli, who's like a lovely, adorable, creepy witch who just likes to collect her ingredients and do witchy things, and her pronouns are also she, her.
I'm Meghan. I'm typing a witty retort in the chat. Hello, I'm Meghan. My pronouns are she, her. You can find me basically everywhere on the internet at Meghan Lynn FTW. And I am playing Antiope, who is a fast-talking grifter, liar, thief. Here for a good time and a long time. Talked Megara into going out to dinner with everybody. We're gonna do it again tonight. Let's see who is next.
You say thief, I say charismatic opportunist. That's what I'll go with. Hi, I'm Ray. I go by whatever pronouns you fancy. I will be the weaver of everything else going on in the background here. This is going to be fun. This is going to be good. Before we jump into the game, though, just a quick reminder. This is indeed a charity game. You can see above the donation bar, we absolutely destroyed our first goal, so it has been upped. I don't really have anything else to say for that part, apart from, oh my gosh, y'all are awesome. We are donating towards the Trevor Project. You can use !charity to find out a little more about the Trevor Project and what it does, and !donate will give you the donation link. Obviously, the world is the world and life is life, so anything that you are able to donate would be super, super appreciated, and if you can't, go ahead and hit the likes and retweets on Twitter and get some more eyes on it. It would be super appreciated. They do some fantastic work. So, thank you so much to everyone who's already donated. And with that, let's go ahead and check in, I should say, with our party here, who last time had worked their way through, as we say, a date with Megara for the crew, and avoided the first big hurdle of their adventure. And we come back now, having stepped through the doorway and tumbling down into Asphodel. The place gets a little warmer as you descend. And there's a sense of foreboding a little bit, a sense of just this general darkness that seems to plague the air. Out of curiosity, does the warmth remind any of our characters here of anything? As the temperature begins to build, there is soot and cinders kind of carrying the air as this stairwell continues down past the abyss and into this small, cracked lava area. What's everyone's thoughts?
Look
Not
at
a
our fiery
fan.
friends over here.
I'm not a fan, but I'm sure.
I think I'm like stretching, like, oh my god, you don't realize how cold summer is until you go somewhere warmer. Is it that cold everywhere you are from?
No.
It wasn't really cold.
It was freezing.
Oh. No, I feel like that's kind of I mean, at least where I'm from, but I'm from like a foresty type place, so it's kind of cooler.
Oh, I mean, forest is nice, but this is like better.
Manageable.
You know there's lava over there, right?
Hmm.
Oh, look, I go to the lava.
Gonna live Izza's dream and eat the lava.
Kyveli, no,
Oh
but
my-
Izza, yes. Lava looks tasty. I want to eat it.
That's what I'm like, yeah.
Forbidden
No one is gonna
Jello.
live Izza's dream. Eat the forbidden candy.
Yeah, the forbidden candy. I think Kohl looks like more relaxed, and sort of the sort of like dendritic thing, glowing things around him seem to like sort of grow bigger as if it's trying to like suck in more of the flame. That being said, there is sort of like constant every now and then sort of like flexing of like the hand as if it reminds him of something in his past sort of thing. He looks quite pleased, and he follows Nomalanga to the lava, and it's sort of just like looking like this place is much better than where we were.
Yes, I agree. I put my feet in the lava.
Living the dream.
Yeah. I take a sit. I don't know if you've got something else, but I take a sit.
Are there lava fish?
It's toasty and it's warm, and as you place your feet in, you feel like something on the tips of your toes for just a moment before it kind of like skitters away, and out, like breaching out of the lava, is kind of like this dark red and black like flying fish that pops itself out, opens up its wings, and kind of glides. The heat from the lava carries it upwards for a moment before it closes its wings and then just dives. Almost like an Olympic like style dive back into the lava.
And
Is that normal? Does that happen like a lot?
No, I think this is
Okay.
just an underworld thing. Also,
Yeah.
since you can put your feet in the lava, so I'm assuming immune to the lava. Could you gather me a sample?
Of the lava?
Yeah.
Or the fish?
No, the lava. I want to see what properties it has.
Like scooping them?
Like it's water. We both just scoop lava like it's, I don't know how you plan to carry this.
Oh well, I was gonna wait for it to cool off and harden, and then.
Oh, I put my lava into Cole's hand because I'm not gonna wait for that.
Okay. Cole just has like just a cup of lava in his hands. Just like try to cool it down.
Just like blowing on it.
Yeah, but it's like hot. Cole has hot breath as well because he's fire, so it doesn't work.
Does someone have like a fan?
It's like
And
Cole,
Type,
Cole
you
will
look-
like
you look
Cole
like
will
you'd
try
have
to
a-
find a
Gun.
weapon and with the power of gun and just like put it on the gun. Listen, it's a temperature change. Now the gun's
just
gonna fire accidentally because I know what happens when something is like thousands of degrees and something is like 60.
Isn't Kyveli like just like covered in garbage? Do you not have something to contain lava?
Not many
What
things
would-
contain lava.
Sorry, no. Hey, everybody pause. I need you to explain to me what would contain the lava that a normal human carries around.
I don't know. Just like a special like
Some
a lava
special
box.
bottle.
Oh,
Kyveli,
a
do you
lamp,
have
obviously.
paint?
A lava lamp.
Lava. Sorry, what was that? What's
Do you
that?
have do you have paint and just something made of stone?
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's say yes.
Cole will help you make a little crucible for the lava so that you can just put it in there.
Oh,
And the paint
excellent.
will stop the rock from happening. That's
Hell yeah. Curly's like, we make a
So-
fantastic team. We should brew together sometime.
you should brew.
Is that a thing that people?
Yes, brew
Never mind.
concoctions and mixtures and potions and
Oh.
you know, like the acid thing that I threw on our enemies last time that killed a bunch of them. Stuff
you're
like
going
that.
to
It's-
throw
okay,
lava on
it's-
people. What if you do lava on that Zagreus person?
Yes.
He is a god too, sort of, right?
I'm pretty sure his feet were also already on fire. So not
But the
sure
rest
how
of him
effective
wasn't.
hot stuff would be again. I mean,
Actually-
I'm not here to rain on your
Now that-
parade.
Now that I think about it, they did say that he takes this route as well, so presumably he walks through here, the place with the lava, with with bare feet, and he's fine.
Yeah, he doesn't wear shoes, which is
Oh.
weird. Like, it's okay in your own house. Like, yes, take your shoes off when you're like in your house, but when you leave your house, put your shoes on.
Honestly,
Nomalanga
I would
looks
kind
down
of
at
expect-
No shoes.
Yeah, Cole looks down at no shoes.
Honestly, I would
This is
kind of
awkward.
expect Zagreus to be the sort of person who would wear shoes in his own house, but then take his shoes off
Right.
outside.
Outside.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds right.
Yeah.
What kind of
I don't know
monsters
why I
wear
get that
shoes
vibe.
in their
I
house?
just-
Monsters like Zagreus.
Mm.
Welcome to the Bully Zagreus dating.
Even when he's not here.
Yeah.
Ray,
Friends
what
who
is everyone
protest
thinking?
bully Zagreus dating sim.
Ray, what's
We will now
everyone
bully
thinking,
Zagreus for 2
Fuck
hours.
Zagreus.
Not in
That is
that way.
essentially what everyone's kind of turned around and gone like, oh, these characters are either cute or hot or both. Also, fuck Zag.
Fuck Zagreus.
Are you cute, hot, or Zagreus? That's the multiple choice.
You have
Stop
three-
Mario Boy.
you have
It's
three
fuck,
stats.
Mary, it's fuck, Mary, kill, and the kill is always Zagreus.
Yes.
You have 3 stats. It's charisma, attractiveness, and Zagreus.
Zagreus.
Amazing. Yeah, so you've made your way to the bottom of the steps. This is a large kind of like open area. There's a balcony off to the left-hand side, which seems to overlook this large section of where you currently are. You see many, many, many rivers of lava mixed with these red stone constructs and pillars that almost seem to mimic some kind of housing, but they all look a little skewed, a little off. There are a few more of these fish creatures kind of floating around in the lava, occasionally breaching, carrying on for a moment, and then diving back down. And as this conversation kind of wraps up, you do notice at the other end of this weird lava plateau, there is a boat just sat in the lava that does not seem particularly bothered by said lava, even though it is very clearly made out of wood.
See? You should make something to contain the lava out of whatever that boat is made out of.
Yeah. Cole very much eye zoomies to it, just like, I want to take part of this thing with me.
Well, first let's like take it to wherever we need to go, and then once we get to where we need to go, we can just
touch
like.
the lava.
I have a saw in here somewhere. We could definitely take it apart.
Of course you do.
We will look for that while we're on the boats.
Do we just get on it and it goes? Does the boat know what? Boats don't know things. It's
Are there
about,
oars?
There is one oar at the very back that seems to be just leaning, like it's in the lava, and the other part's leaning against the back part
It's
of
like
the
a
boat.
gondola,
Yeah, kind of.
pushy stick. A
It's
pushy stick,
weirdly
technical term.
romantic.
Huh. This is a dating sim. We are here to go on dates.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I guess we get on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, someone will have to steer it. Looks like
I can. I'll do it. Cole already going to get the oar and just like readying it, making the boat steady for everyone to walk on it.
Thanks,
Making
Cole.
sure his arm is there in case people need stability because boats suck.
Mhm. Bless.
You all step on board, and as you go to grasp the oar, it suddenly just juts out of your hands and begins pushing on its own.
That's convenient.
The boat carries you forwards and seems to be very much programmed to be on a preordained path. As breaking out of this little plateau, you can now see that there are hundreds of these small rocky islands mixed in between this ocean of lava. It's time to roll on the encounter table. Someone roll me a d20, please.
I don't have any of those.
Oh,
We only got d6s.
I've got one right here.
Haha!
8.
Go.
8. Okay, that's interesting. Sure thing.
Oh,
Let's do that.
No, don't.
All right,
That's
Cool.
always what you like to hear is, okay, that's interesting.
You you continue to travel as the boat takes a left and continues down some more narrow pathways. It'll suddenly just stop, and you open out into the small, kind of a similar island with this small gap of lava in the middle. As you depart, you notice, primarily, this entire area is empty. There is nothing here. There's no evildoers, no shades, nothing. It's just blank. There's another boat on the very, very far side, and that is it.
I mean, no cap, I would just start walking, personally.
Mm-hmm.
And saying some sort of small talk to someone that's not relevant.
You walk...
Yeah, I'm
Sorry, go on.
I'm asking, like, Antiope about her most recent romantic partner when she was alive.
it's like, yeah, because it's like, I would definitely be following, but like, not first. Like, out of splatter range. Self-preservation and all that.
Now I'm like, but who was your romantic partner, though? Like, just... Okay. Okay. Sweet. Yes, you get about 5 or 6 steps forward before the entire place is suddenly bathed in darkness. The lava itself suddenly almost seems to, or its light at least, seems to vanish. You still hear it bubbling and churning, but the light seems to vanish. And there's probably a solid 4 or 5 seconds of you in complete darkness before a light brings itself back up. Not in darkness or in red, but in a shade of dark and pure purple, as a bell tolls in the distance. From no real source, but it seems to just carry itself across the wind and echo with a sense of power and purpose.
I'd say to
Hello?
what?
Hello?
Is this one of the god things?
There's nothing else. There's just the bell sound and there's nothing else.
For now, nothing.
I think their alarm is broken. They should probably fix that.
Yeah, like it's a doorbell, but there is no door, just a bell.
This isn't our house. I go out to walking after that. I'm like, that's fucking weird.
You take but one more step forwards before another low bell tolls, and directly in front of you, just a few steps away, Nomalanga, you see a puff of black and purple smoke as, floating in place, a figure apparates before you.
Jeez.
In a very simple purplish black garb with short white hair, wielding this large, long scythe very casually in one hand, as if it's nothing. This individual looks towards you and immediately takes stock of what he's looking at. Flicks himself between all of you. And then the more concentrated demeanor breaks for just a moment as he...
Things were really hot.
Yeah, we're so fucking hot.
Mm-hmm.
He put you up to this, didn't he?
Ooh.
Oh, Zagreus, yes. Yes, he did. Hello. Hi, how are you?
Hi. Is this like you flirting? What's with the theatrics?
Simply part of the job. That, and I was expecting him rather than you, I suppose.
Yeah, well, he kind of sucks at his job, so we're doing it for him.
Did he stand you up?
On that we can agree. And...
Which one?
he pauses for a moment and just goes, and... On that we can agree.
On both, I imagine.
This is amazing.
Sorry about
He usually needs assistance one way or another.
Yeah, he looks like someone who...
I
said what I said.
I am a 15-year-old child. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Camera, please. Please get your shit together. There we go.
So what sorry mess did you get yourselves in to get yourselves here?
I think I got kidnapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got stabbed and then woke up in a pool of blood and now we're here.
Strange.
And he was all like, go try to break out.
Yeah, apparently we're not even allowed to, like, rest
Like my
in
dad-
peace in our afterlife. We
Yeah.
have to, like, still
Work.
participate in capitalism. Sucks.
I don't remember seeing all of you. Odd.
Oh. Like, do you remember any of us?
Shakes his head. Not particularly.
Why would you have seen us?
That's
Oh, wait. Oh, you're that guy. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because, because we're dead and, like, he's deaf and...
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's that guy. Yeah, death guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something along those
Oh.
lines.
Well, Kohl and Nomalanga have been pretty adamant that they are not dead. So I don't know what
I'm
that's
pretty
about.
sure
I-
me and Antiope are dead.
Like,
I
I'm
just help with the process.
pretty sure that I'm dead. So,
They look legitimately confused for a moment as they're now eyeing Kyveli and Antiope pretty closely at this point. Their eyes kind of...
In a way, just wink. I can't wink, but Antiope can.
It turns from like a narrow focus to just a... I don't get paid enough for this kind of thing. And they flick the scythe in their hand and kind of just... kind of flash it forwards and then place it almost like... Just showing off at this point behind their back. And they... Well...
It's okay, I'm impressed.
It's a nice scythe.
In case it wasn't obvious, I'm Thanatos.
Yeah, we gathered. We're very impressed.
As I say, I was expecting Zag, but considering I usually end up doing most of his job for him, the fact that he sent someone else really doesn't surprise me.
This guy's really bad at his job. It's just nepotism that he's here, right?
We won't tell. If you say, you can say it. We won't
Yeah,
tell.
I'm very curious.
Nepotism mixed with a... kind of almost chuckles to himself for a moment and just... inconsistency and incompetence. I suppose you could say.
That sounds like the worst combination.
Yes, well, it turns out rather amusing, especially when I get to see Meg completely show him why she still has her job. Or one of the many
we're going
other
on a date
times.
with her later.
His,
Like when we're done here.
His entire, like, facial, like, it just
It's
changes
journey.
completely. Yeah, it's a journey from amusement to confusion when they realize that you're being legitimate, and they just suddenly just... You're going on a date with Megara.
Yeah, that's how we got out of fighting her.
You're all
Yeah.
going on a date with Megara.
Yeah,
We promised dinner.
like together.
Yeah, we said that we'd take
It's
her
gonna
out
be
to
fun.
dinner. Do you want to come? Are you busy later?
Well, this certainly wasn't the turn of events I usually expect in Asphodel, that's for sure.
Well, a break in routine is nice every now and again, so if you're free later.
I'm assuming this was also a recent development, considering that Megara hadn't told me.
Yeah, like 5
Yeah,
minutes ago.
It
Yeah.
was like a few minutes ago.
I see. Understandable. I might swing by to check on things.
Cool.
We'll save a seat for you.
You should bring the scythe. It's very impressive.
Megara thinks so too.
I'm sure it's not the only impressive thing about you.
There's a slight kind of mixture of coyness and almost like impressed that you're just so brazen. It's like,
I'm already dead. Like, what do I have to lose?
I see. That's the intention of dining. Very well. Well, I'll be there. If not for
Nice.
you, at least for my girlfriend.
Wait, what?
They'll twirl the scythe. Twirl the scythe again. Just kind of clasp it. It vanishes for a moment. Just... Well, regardless, I was actually here for a reason. Mainly to ensure that... Well... To ensure that Zagreus was actually doing his job. And clearly, the answer to that is no. I wish you luck on your trials ahead. There's nothing left in this room worth concerning yourself about. I
don't know, you're still here.
took the liberty of cleaning some things up, but I suppose I am still here. Speaking of which, should probably work on that. I have a Zag to go find.
Have fun.
See you at dinner.
They little, not quite perturbed, but definitely weirded out by this whole situation.
2 for 2, baby. Let's keep it going.
Dionysus and Ares next.
I mean, all the gods were a polycule anyway. Let's just keep this rolling.
Essentially, that is just Greek history, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
just, everyone was with each other. That's just,
Everyone was
that's
just
how
a
it works.
big polycule. We're just gonna keep it rolling.
Thanatos flicks his wrist, and the black mist kind of overcomes him once more, and his form vanishes. You do notice, as the form vanishes, there's the slightest of, like, small flashes of purple as 4 small, kind of teardrop-shaped purple gems drop to the ground as he vanishes.
Is this the same as the one that Kohl has?
It is.
Hmm.
I like shinies, so I would like to. I'll just go and scoop one up, and because shiny.
Maybe
Really,
you
I'm gonna
can
scoop one up too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Kyveli, maybe that's something that you can use for your brewing.
Samples.
Just crush it on.
It is a gorgeous gemstone. This one's a little larger than the one that you received previously, and a lot more pure. There's definitely more of a kind of an amethyst kind of look to it, but a darker purple. You see small swaths of the same black mist that surrounded Thanatos, like frozen and encased in the gems themselves. They are incredibly nice and would probably fetch a good price.
Thank
You
you.
will take them all.
I will put it into my satchel.
Yeah.
All right. As you take them, the bell tolls once more, and the purple fades, and you return back to the usual red and sooty self of Asphodel.
That was interesting.
Yeah. I don't know how Zagreus, or how Thanatos and Megara are friends with Zagreus.
Yeah, they're so much
They both
cooler than
seem-
him.
They both seem so much cooler than him.
And hotter too.
He is punching way above his weight class.
Nepotism.
Hmm. Well, I guess we should get on the next boat.
Yeah. We will head to the boat. Go on to the boat.
Sure thing. You go ahead and step on, and exactly the same as the last boat, the paddle begins to kind of move by itself. Continuing in a left-hand direction, you begin to go a little more downhill. The lava begins to kind of speed itself up a little bit. Not massively so, but enough to be noticeable. You carry on down to another small island section, this time kind of carved in 3 separate pieces by these lava rivers. And as you step off and onto the stonework itself, you get a slight strange sound towards the other side of the island itself. There's like this small kind of pulsing mixed with this reddish yellow glow on the other side before manifesting in place in front of you is what appears to be this large cylindrical stone structure that just seems to sit there. There are a few minor cracks across the bottom section of it itself, and Kohl, as the resident kind of expert of crafting, it's well made, it's well chiseled, well carved. You're not used to pillars having eyes, however. which is a little bit of a strange one, as suddenly two little sections of the stone shake and these large purple eyes appear in its place. They both stare you all down for a moment.
That's not normal.
No, I've never seen a pillar look at me before. Can I get like my bird thing to like fly over to see like what it is and ready my guns if it comes close and looks like it's gonna harm us?
Sure. Okay. You take a few steps forward, and the pillar itself doesn't seem to move. How close are you planning to get?
I feel like because Nomalanga would probably go straight at it, Kohl will follow well behind and just making sure that he can shoot anything that goes for the other two on Nomalanga. So
Okay.
Yeah, I think Kyveli is just kind of reaching for some vials on her belt and just being prepared. Just in case anything starts trying to attack.
Antiope wants none of this. I am not equipped for this. But she is very quick on her feet. So just kind of like head on a swivel. If shit starts moving around, she wants to move in the other direction.
Okay.
Just like
okay.
bouncing on her heels type thing. Like, okay, like, gotta be ready to get away.
There's a rumble against the ground as everyone begins to kind of separate and do their own thing. The ground continues to rumble just a little longer before the pillar suddenly shoots up into the sky above you, almost hitting some of the pointed rock structures. And as if by magic, it begins to just float around. And will... Antiope. It will begin floating in your direction.
Oh no.
oh no!
Great. It's fine. It's fine. How big is like this space?
It's one of the bigger areas you've been in so far. Definitely more than enough room to maneuver.
Okay, yeah. Like as it starts coming towards me, I think it's just like really big eyes, just like, no, thank you. And I just want to try to like run away.
Gonna book it?
I'm gonna book it because I don't like any weapons I have are very small and not very useful against a large, seemingly sentient rock. So my the best offense is a good defense, and I'm just gonna run away and hide somewhere.
Okay, cool.
Or try to.
Yeah, we'll say this is a situation you're gonna have to actually actively work yourself out of. So, why don't you let me know what you'd like to roll for this one?
Oh God. I'm like looking at my stats. I am not built for physical things. Finesse maybe, because I'm like trying to be like zippy and quick.
I'll take that. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll that.
All right, so I get 3. I'm gonna get smushed. I'm so scared. Oh no, I'm not. I'm gonna live forever. Except I'm already dead. But that's a 6 and a 4 and a 3.
Okay, yeah, and this isn't a particularly hard task, so yeah, you can go ahead and do that. You, wide eyes, deer in headlights, begin to book it around the outside of this island. You manage to make it out just in time, as after a few seconds, you feel a brush of wind past your face, and kind of almost blow behind you, as suddenly everyone would see this huge pillar just BANG! Into the ground. The ground shakes and cracks. A couple of sections of this pillar kind of like just fall away. You are kind of rocked a little for a moment, but you manage to just nice and easy pick yourself back up and keep running.
No waterbed is worth this.
What would everyone else like to do at this point? As you've just seen this kind of play out before you.
I think seeing a giant creature made of rock, Kyveli would like to use one of her whisper abilities. I would like to use Ritual, which in normal Blaze in the Dark lets you like summon supernatural effects or beings. But me and Ray talked about like how that would apply in the world of Hades. So basically, she's going to take out the little sample of lava she just got and try to like use some cool witchy magic to try and like expand and control it and try to like create like a flow of lava that's either going to try and melt through the rock or just try and harden and capture it in place.
Okay, sure. Yeah, no, I'm hella down for this. Yeah, go ahead and make your roll.
Cool. So I get 2d6 for that because it's a study roll. 5.
Okay. So I think I'm going to offer you a bargain. I'm going to say if you wanted to turn that 5 into a 6, you certainly could. And that will help out with how effective this is going to be. Essentially pushing your connection here to try and make what you want to happen. However, pushing that connection will tick the ongoing clock that's going on here.
What do we think, lads?
I think it's your bargain.
Tick.
I want to do it.
I don't even
I
know what the
want
clock.
to do it.
I don't know what the clock is, Ray. Nice try.
We ticked it twice to go on a date with Meghan. Do you not think we'll tick it again for this?
So I can lava bend? Absolutely.
Oh, I should have ticked it again when you invited Thanatos. Damn.
No takesies, backsies.
Okay. No. Made mistakes. Okay. You want to take the gambit?
Yeah, she's gonna do it.
All right. So you can boost that roll up to a 6. That segment ticks. That's now 3 segments filled. As
That's fine. This is fine.
push your connection as hard as you can to reach out to whatever power you need to get this job done.
I think it's like reaching out to the environment around her because her magic is very much based on like natural environments and pulling from nature. And in this case, the nature around her is lava. So she takes out that sample of lava that Kohl captured for her, and she starts like kind of like moving her hands around in strange motions, and her fingers almost turn this like charcoal gray, seeping up her arms, and then lava just like spews from this tiny rock, and she flings it at this creature.
Lava bending.
Amazing. As you do so, that last little push to kind of get the power you need to launch this, there is the sound of a very kind of gruff, masculine sound that echoes throughout of someone just exerting some kind of effort, and there is the sound of a hammer striking against a foot. You are all 12.
I'm also excited because I love my boy Hephaestus. But also, yes, I'm 12.
And for a brief moment, anyone who would be watching Kyveli sees the vague outline of an individual behind them through the soot and smog and smoke as they almost seem to raise their arm up and slam it against a forge. You hear the very real sound of metal striking metal ringing out, which some of you are very, very familiar with. And there's a little hearty, like, afterwards that kind of completes this this attack. And indeed, you manage to get a solid strike onto this thing as the lava crashes into the pillar. There are a few sections of stone that kind of crack away just from the force of the impact. Another section kind of begins to melt with the lava as it drips down. It is definitely harmed, but it still seems functional. You've managed to buy yourselves time, though, as it doesn't seem like it's ready to counterattack just yet.
I have a special ability because Noma is like more melee. Can I try to bring it down, or like can I try to bring it closer by using my sharpshooter, which is unleashing a barrage of rapid fire to suppress the enemy even more?
The answer is always going to be yes.
There is like, admittedly, there is like a moment where Kohl is like fraction bit distracted because of the moment with Kyveli, and then it's just like, and then just goes to shoot.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I got a 6 and a 4. So that's a success.
Excellent. Yeah, you, as this lava comes down, you notice the, okay, we'll say that helps buy you more time as the pillar kind of begins to rise back up, and you just go ahead and unleash this barrage of shots that immediately kind of jolt it and force it back to the ground. It is...
Nope.
Certainly not in a good state at all at this point, as...
Smash the pillar?
What was that?
We're trying to smash the pillar?
Yeah, the pillar. Well, the pillar just tried to smash Antiope, and now with a strike from Kyveli and a barrage from Kohl, yeah, this pillar is now battered and bruised. You actually broke away, Kohl, with the barrage, one of the eyes entirely, and it's kind of just shattered onto the ground.
Can I, like, I want to put this thing in the lava. Did it come out of the lava?
No?
No.
Yeah, I want to put it in the lava.
Okay.
I have a special ability, using special abilities. Not to be trifled with, I can push myself to do a feat of physical force that verges on superhuman. I want to like straight up just like chuck this thing into the lava.
Hell yeah.
What
Okay.
is that?
It's...
Wreck?
Yeah, I guess wreck would be kind of the closest in this case. Because it's a little more than just a quick skirmish. It's, you know, a full exertion.
And remind me, I got a thing where I can like reroll before I tell you?
Yes, you got a little bit of grace from Olorin, so...
Okay, I will choose to use it before speaking.
Okay.
I got 2 6s.
Nice.
Hell yeah!
Fuck
Alright,
yeah.
awesome. Yeah, you pick up the little bead you were given and kind of crush it in your hands. You feel a
Crush
vivid...
it like weightlifting, like powder you put on the like like to power lift, and like rub it between my hands. And I'm like, I got it from here, thank you too. And I just just back abs popping overhead, and like overhead throw it over.
I mean, I know that there's lava around here, but like, did you just get hot in
Nomalanga,
here?
you're so
Yeah.
strong.
Thank you.
You're so strong.
You're so good. You're so strong. God.
Did it get warmer? I
Yeah.
feel warmer.
You watch Nomalanga glow for a moment. Almost, you know, like Disney's Hercules, when he finally becomes a god, and, like, the abs are there, but there's also just this, like, glow around them. That, but you're bench pressing a pillar of stone. You, without issues, kind of pick this thing up and just zoom. It flies and flies, and you can see it shaking, still trying to kind of recover from the attack that you just witnessed. But it does not, and it careens with a splash and a gloop gloop. It begins
We
to...
lost Wasa.
Oh
We
no!
lost the Wasa. What happened?
Please hold.
Interwebs!
Please hold.
Alright,
Right in the middle of the cool description
Please
as
hold.
well.
The gods.
we'll be back.
The gods
after
have
these
smited us.
Nothings.
There they are.
Here they are.
So Cole just basically had a blue screen moment, clearly.
We are all switched.
It's
but
fine. We'll
Ray is
play it off.
not.
It's fine. We'll go ahead and play it off. You yeeted a thing in the thing. You just
I yeeted the tech.
indeed, and yeah, it has come and crashed into the lava. It does not seem to be getting out of said lava anytime soon. You watch it kind of break and sink. There are cracks in the stone that begin to grip and tear and just fall to pieces.
Well, that was a thing.
That was amazing.
That was really fun.
Yeah, what Kyveli did, that was really cool with the lava.
Thanks.
Very impressive.
Yes, but then also,
Kohl with the guns.
no, you.
Well, you just.
Oh,
Your back looked fantastic when you did that, by the
oh,
way.
and like flexes. You mean me?
Oh, I'm having Louisa Madrigal
Sage
feelings.
nodding.
Cole has those guns, but I have these guns.
Yeah, I work out, just here and there.
Yeah. Just whenever you have the time, right?
Yes, whenever you get the free time to. Is there another boat or?
Is there another boat?
Oh, Antiope, are you okay? You kind of only just got like smushed.
No, I'm good. I'm pretty quick. Lost a little bit of my skirt, but otherwise,
I mean, that may help us
Good to
out
go.
if we meet more people to date.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I can't
that
do
you-
shit against the giant moving pillar, but I can probably get us some more dates.
That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
So, you know,
Look, on a team,
Prioritizing.
everyone has an ideal function, a strength, as it were,
That's
and yours
true,
is
yeah.
getting us dates with hot people, and that's very valuable.
That is
Okay.
Very important.
valuable.
we're thinking long term, like after we are done doing
Mhm.
Zagreus's work for him, we can then date his girlfriend for him as well.
Date.
Only seems fair.
And
I mean,
his
if we-
girlfriend's
if
boy,
we-
and we can also date his girlfriend's boyfriend too.
I mean, if we're going to do the job, like,
Do it
it's
all
not
the
like
way.
he's doing anything all day. To come home to her.
If we're gonna do the job, we may as well do them as well.
Listen, he doesn't get a salary if he doesn't do the work. Damn it.
This is our girlfriend Meghan, and this is Megra's boyfriend Thanatos. We're gonna date all of them.
This is our other boy.
This is our
This is
other one.
Thanatos' boyfriend Zagreus and Megara's boyfriend Zagreus, but not really anymore. Now they're our
Yeah.
boyfriend and girlfriend.
girlfriend.
Yes, this is
their ex, I
our
guess.
boyfriend.
This is our boyfriend and girlfriend. They're each other's boyfriend and girlfriend, but they're also our boyfriend and girlfriend.
Keep up.
Amazing.
But no, yeah, it's their boat.
There is a boat, but as the stone
Back to
kind
the
of,
game.
as the stone pillar cracks a final time, like it pretty much splits in half. Both sides collapse into the lava. As that happens, there's a slight flash of reddish gold light. As just before the boat, you see manifesting ahead of you a similar orb to the ones that you've already seen. That same kind of small circle around the orb itself, and there is a goldish red light surrounding it with what appears to be a symbol of some kind of small avian wing.
I already touched one. I don't know if someone else wants to touch this
Or
Antiope, do
Have you
you...
touched one?
nope, I'm good.
Okay.
Are you sure?
No, yeah, that's all you. Cause like
Okay.
I spent a long time telling people he was my dad, and he's
You know
Awkward,
he's going
you
to
know?
Oh,
see
well,
this,
even
right?
more reason for you to talk to him then.
No,
She tries to like
Yeah.
move Antiope towards
Yeah,
it.
I think we all push Antiope.
Yeah.
just like not moving, just like slowly pushing.
Grab a
me.
hand and push it onto the orb.
I just need a pillar. I will pick you up and put you on it if you don't just like, touch it.
I guess I touch.
The orb flashes, the same as you've seen before. This light comes out and begins to manifest into a silhouette for like a fraction of a second before it vanishes. There's a moment of nothing before a small silver gold light
Nobody's here.
pops out, swings its way around kind of like the long way, and almost as swiftly as it disappeared, a smaller masculine individual manifests behind Antiope and over the shoulder, just... Oh, you're right, cuz. Hang on. What? I appear to... That hasn't happened for a very, very long time. I'm in the wrong place. Sorry, is Zacharias here? I'm very kind of... He's not
I'm
here.
so sick of people asking about Zagreus.
Oh, okay. Odd, strange.
He's
Okay.
not here. He's being
He's
a shit.
home.
We're doing his job.
Right. Okay. Well, it's been quite a few thousand years since I've actually delivered things to the wrong address. That's confusing. Maybe I should go ahead and check it. Sorry. Hi. Hello. What? You know what? Never mind. No, that's not important. I was sent to deliver a message to here, I believe, some kind of item package thing, and I just...
I like mom sush him and pat his chest. I need you to take a breath. Can you do that? A big one?
So anyway, yeah, I was meant to actually deliver some kind of package here, and I'm pretty sure
Is
this is
this your
definitely the
daughter?
right place, especially considering the... Excuse me? Flicks towards Antiope. Just... Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I don't know, I travel a bit too fast. I mean, I could... we could make that happen if you want to. Like, I can definitely, you know, I travel here, there, and everywhere. I'm not very good at staying in one place for too long. But at the same time, I'm also happy to help people out if they want to be helped, so, you know.
That didn't answer that question.
What does he mean, make it happen? You already, like, lived and died.
Well, I'm not entirely sure if, you know, not 100%. It's a little here, it's a little there. I'm not entirely sure, but if you want to say that, then I'm not going to stop you from saying that. And you know, I've adopted children in the past. I'll adopt children in the future, so it's fine. Even if you aren't, you still can be.
Nomalanga sits down. This is exhausting.
He's surprisingly chill about the whole thing. She says, looking at Antiope.
Guess that's good.
You saying that just to mess with me, or do you actually know?
Know what?
Right, cool. That answers that question.
To be fair, you have been just as not helpful so far.
I mean, helpful's not really my thing when it comes to talking. I don't really talk too much unless I actually really need to talk. I need to go
You
to a lot of
talk
places.
I feel like
much.
you talk
You have talked more than anyone we've met.
I need to go to a lot of places, so I need to get the information that I'm actually giving out quickly, because if I don't do it quickly, then I'm slowed down, and I'm a messenger. So, being a messenger and being slow isn't really a good thing. You ever had, like, a really big postal service that's just really bad at delivering things on time? All of that.
But if you're a messenger and you're delivering messages, shouldn't people be able to understand them because you're speaking at a regular pace?
I don't write the messages, I just deliver them. Letters and posters and parcels and things like that. I just hand them the message itself, and I'll read it out or give it to them, and then that's that.
Okay, but like...
Did you have a message for us?
Oh, just one of these. And, like, rifles through this this small pouch kind of to the side, and just looks in between like 2 different envelopes and just goes, okay, cool, excellent. Well, this one's just a small package for the entire group here. Not entirely sure who it's from, to be honest. I was handed to me by Hades, you know how he is. But, yeah, not entirely sure. And that one's for you specifically. I don't know exactly why it's addressed, and hands it over to Antiope. Just, this was for you specifically. Picked this one up a little while ago, actually. I'm not entirely sure who exactly needs to get a hold of you, especially now that you're dead and everything, but
I didn't really get much mail when I was alive. Doesn't seem to make sense that somebody would need me now. It's weird.
Unless it's like your real dad. Not that it can't be this guy, but I don't know if you want him to be your team's kind of...
Never mind. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you for the letter. I guess I'm just gonna, like, is it weird if I just open it now? Like, should I wait until you leave?
No,
I mean,
you should wait.
Now.
Yeah, I think you should do it while he's here, because if it's like, yeah, he's your dad kind of thing, and he forgot he wrote us, then that's important.
Is this an episode of Maury? It's like...
Yes, absolutely.
And you are not the father. Yeah, I'll open it up and take a look.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you go ahead and you open it up, and the envelope itself is pretty plain, but the letter inside is very much the opposite. It is like gold gilded paper, parchment, I suppose it would be, with all of these beautiful decorations around the side of instruments and stars and clouds and all of these different things.
It's do you
not...
like me? Yes, no, maybe.
Circle for yes, do not respond for no.
It just has 2 boxes, yes and yes, with an exclamation point behind it.
It's definitely not a Maury style thing, definitely not. But it's, considering the size of the paper itself, the writing on it is pretty short and sweet, in very quick, cursive, kind of pretty handwriting. It simply says, I know what you've been saying, and it's okay to want someone, to want someone that you can go ahead and rely on. So if you do need me, I'm just a letter away.
Thanks, Dad. I just like look at it and then like look at him and just be like, thank you.
They nod once. It's a little smile. Just, well, as I say, gotta go. Other letters to deliver, other parcels to deliver. Make sure you don't lose that. There's only 1 copy, so it's important to make sure it's not lost. But yes, gotta dash, and catch you soon. And they'll do a little kind of like finger wave, and they throw a smile at you, Antiope, and quick as a flash, they'll vanish back into that kind of like small silver orb, and whisk themselves away. And as quickly as they appeared, they vanish.
What's this other one then?
Oh yeah, open it.
I read.
There is no letter. You open up the envelope itself, and out slides a small brown pouch with a purple thread and a small gold skull-ish medallion on the front.
I hand it to Kyveli as soon as I see the skull. This seems like your speed.
Oh, thank you.
It jingles as you hand it over.
What is it?
It's something. It's full. I assumed it's full of bones. So.
You
said it was like threads and a necklace,
There is-
or was I mishearing you?
is-
Sorry.
Yeah, no, sorry. There is a thread tying the bag. So it's just a small brown bag with this thread tied around the top. And then, like a gold medallion on the front.
Cool. Sorry, my dyslexic brain just heard thread and medallion and bag was erased.
It's all good, it's fine. It's always
She's
good
like-
to clarify.
She's like, ooh, and opens it up.
You find sitting inside multiple gold pieces.
It's money. Maybe it's a advance on our payment or something.
Oh, that works. It's weird. Yeah, sure. I guess it makes sense. People down here are very indirect.
Yeah. So, Antiope, what did your letter say?
On mute my mic. It not really like the paper was really nice, but it just kind of said like, hey, if you need anything, let me know.
Oh, so he is your dad.
Maybe?
I mean,
It's like,
you've been telling people that. Was there a reason for it?
I mean, to get ahead. When you don't
Oh.
really have parents and you can go into a place and be like, oh, well, actually, I'm the kid of a god. And then people treat you differently. Because, like if you meet a god's kid, you're going to give them nice things. If you walk in and be like, hey, I have no parents and I was born in the woods, you're not really going to get far.
I don't know. I was born in the woods and look at me.
Exactly.
Well,
I think
Damn,
Ben
I'm
just-
almost tempted to give you a point of harm for that. Damn.
Kyveli just like doesn't even react. It's like water off a duck's back to her. She's just like, meh.
Well, okay. So
I love you, Meghan.
in Taipei, you lied because you thought no one would like you for you?
Oh, I don't really care if people like me or not. It's
You
more
to
like
get stuff.
I like things. Yes.
But you didn't want to work for these things.
It's work. It's a lot of work maintaining a certain
Lie.
persona. And then you get things.
That is true. But I don't know. I guess it feels like it. You say you don't care if people like you, but that doesn't feel entirely true. Because down here, you've been trying to get everyone to like you.
Right.
No. That's the point. I don't actually. I need them to like me to get what I want. You don't get attached. Like, you can't do that. You get attached to things, not people. Not that it matters anymore, because I'm dead. So it doesn't really... Getting ahead isn't really a thing down here.
Well, I'm sure there is still a hierarchy and a way to move forward and upwards in a certain new socio-economic political structure that you find yourself in.
That's fair. Maybe I go around still saying that I'm his kid down here. Maybe that'll do something for me.
Maybe, but it sounds like a very lonely eternity. That is all.
I mean, I don't know. It's not that lonely.
Whatever you say. For what it's worth, I like you. And if you try to grift me, Kohl will probably shoot you. So don't do that.
Noted. And for what it's worth, I like you too.
So, is it more fire? Do we think? We get on this
What do
boat?
I
we
mean,
go on?
like, that's what we've done to proceed so far in this lava pit, so...
Let's go.
With that, like, one place is like normal, and then it's like lava. Is the next place gonna be like in the sky? Also, we're still underground, I think.
I guess we'll find out. It'd be pretty wild if it was in the sky but underground.
Right? How does that work? Like,
I don't know,
pick a
you're the one who
place.
suggested it.
Yeah, that's true.
The answer is God shit. Okay, cool. As you
God shit,
board the
TM.
next, yeah, TM.
TM. God.
That just sums up most of this in a nutshell, to be honest. Someone roll me a dice, and we'll see what the next encounter is.
I have a d20 now, so I can do it.
Do it.
Roll your girlfriend. It's time.
17.
That's
do it,
her.
trash witch. That's my lucky number.
That's
Let's
it.
do
That's it's like any number. That's it. That's
Is that,
That's
is
it,
that
that's
the
the one.
Resi number?
We all know she's a natural 20. She's perfect.
Okay, apt. I like that. You carry on your way and find yourself brought into a less lava-ish section of Asphodel. There's a few more land masses here and there, but as you approach, the one thing you notice above everything else is the occasional flower growing down here. Just every now and then, as you continue down the river and pass by, not even in, like, pots, just growing in the ground, the occasional flower, the smell of pollen, a little weird considering everything, begins to permeate. More plants as you're getting a little closer, and there seems to be a small dock that you're approaching that seems to be wreathed in these small flower loops and crowns here and there. And a sound pierces the silence. A shocking sound at first, I suppose, considering everything else you've heard down here, but the sound of a melody begins to fill your ears. Distant at first, but gets closer and closer, until eventually you hear this song being sung through the echoes of Asphodel. You dock up as the boat brings you to this small area. The sound of this song mixed with instruments that aren't really there, but are still kind of filling the area. And on top of the pollen smell, you're smelling food. Some kind of cooking going on here, as there's almost this small section, this small home carved into the rock off to the side. And there stands the figure of a beautiful individual in this lovely decorative gown and these big, colorful plants kind of growing up and out. She seems lost in herself.
I feel like this is a place for the people born in the woods.
I'm ready.
My
time has come.
I'm like worried about even. She's like, I don't want to burn any of.
Remember
the
when we met and I set fire to an entire woodland area?
Yes,
I don't want to do that again.
I don't want to burn her flowers.
Like museum hands?
I mean, the flowers are growing in a place where there's lava flowing right next to them, so I think that they're probably
all right.
fine.
It's a very beautiful song. I don't know if she knows we're here. Should we say something?
Do we knock? Is there a door? Is there a place to knock? Or do we
Smells
just
like she's
kind of-
brewing something or cooking something. I'm very curious.
Smells amazing. Can we eat
Sounds really good.
food?
Let's
We go
find out.
You should try. And we will. Is there actually a door, or is it like?
There's an opening of sorts, not really a door, but it's kind of... It's a section of the stone that's clearly been worn by someone either dashing through it or going over it many a multiple time that has now created this kind of small opening that you'd be able to maneuver your way through.
Zagreus?
This is very rude.
So that I want to avoid.
You step off and kind of approach, and as you do so, her head turns, and you now notice it is indeed her singing. And there's no break in the melody at all, but she'll turn to you and give you probably the warmest, most genuine smile you've seen down here during your time in the underworld. She'll beckon you just a little closer and turn back to continue her work.
I would like to stay here forever, please.
Yep.
Hello.
She'll beckon again, and as she does so, she reaches down into this small little, like, cubby hole she's made in the side and pulls out this small, what seems to be like a metallic tray with these strange, like, swirled, white and red baked goods. And she'll place them down and turn. Her singing stops, her melody stops, but the music around her continues from whatever source these instruments are coming from. She'll just... Hi, hon. New face down here, huh? You're to see. Your names?
Kyveli. This is a very impressive brewing station you've got here.
I mean, flattery will get you everywhere, but thanks, hon.
Antiope, hi. This smells great. Can we eat? Like, not like physically. Is that like a thing that can be done?
Oh, right. Sorry, you threw me for a loop there. Yeah, no, definitely. Actually, why don't we go ahead and put that to the test right now? You're okay with strawberries?
Yeah.
Fantastic. And she'll reach down and pull the tray up and hold them out.
I guess I'm new to the whole being dead thing. Thank you.
It's always a little weird down here. For the rest of you, sorry, I didn't catch your all your names.
Oh, Kohl.
Nomalanga.
An absolute pleasure. Here, go ahead.
Did you grow these down here?
Yes, how is this working? Also, are you a god?
I'm special in my own way, I guess you could say. I go ahead and grow things down here. People say it's difficult, but in reality, you just, gotta have the right touch of things, you know? I grow things...
You weave natural...
Sorry, go on.
You weave natural magics.
Kind of. Definitely a little bit of magic, but also just some tender loving care. Sometimes you just gotta know when to be gentle.
Okay, so given the percentage of people you run into down here who are hot and also... So far, everyone's been very attractive, and also for some reason dating Zagreus. Are you also dating
Are you
Zagreus?
dating? That's a good question.
I'm not dating Zagreus, no.
Oh, good.
There's only 2 people that share that person's bed. Technically 4 if you count the... never mind. It's
Complicated.
there are plenty of people down here that are into various different kinds of things, but that's not me. I'm just I'm into music. I enjoy growing things down here, and I have somewhat. It's complicated. It's a lot complicated.
Complicated how?
On again, off again, I guess you could say.
And currently you are...
On or off?
Off.
You like to be on. Any or all of us.
No, my friend Kyveli loves to grow things.
That's true.
You could brew things together.
She's like a woods person.
I
Antiope is
do
also
love to
literally
brew
a
things.
woods person.
Really now? Alright, show me how it's done. And without a pause in her steps, she steps forwards, takes you by the hand, and pulls you towards the little cauldron that she has set up here. It is a very delicate touch from both hands as she pulls you across. This is the little setup that I have going on here. I'm sure you've dealt with much, much better. But, I have a few spare ingredients that, stuff that I've picked up, stuff that Zagreus has dropped off, stuff that other people have dropped off and left with me over a little bit of time.
She's like inspecting all the pots and everything, having a great time.
Honestly, less about alchemy these days and more just about cooking and baking and things like that. It's a lot more interesting to, I don't know, make things that people more viscerally enjoy.
I can see the appeal. I'm much more into the alchemy stuff. I could try my hand at the... I mean, you drink potions, so...
Well, there you go. If you end up swinging by this way again, I'll teach you a little bit about baking, you teach me a little more about potions, and we'll see if we can't make an evening of it.
Sounds intriguing. And she starts sort of... she picks up a few ingredients and starts like mixing them into an empty pot. What's she actually gonna make though? Because everything she's done so far is like lava, acid. I
Hi,
think
Eurydice, I made you a death potion.
Do you love me now? I made you a death potion. I'm gonna go give it to Orpheus BRB.
No, I think she takes some vials and stuff off her belt. There's like a little pouch that seems to just be full of dirt that she just like shakes into a pot, and then some like grass and seeds and little leaves and twigs from another one that she like sprinkles in. And then she takes some, I'm assuming that Eurydice would have like pomegranate juice or something because duh. So she takes some of that, pours it in, some other ingredients, some things that seem to just come directly out of a pocket loose and stuff like that. Mixes it all in together, waves her hands over it, and that sort of like sickly green of Kyveli's magic turns into a slightly more verdant color as she starts to weave it, and then just the pot seems to like fill with like fertile earth, and then a small little olive tree begins to like sprout from it, tiny, just like the beginning of a baby one.
All right. Eurydice will pause for a moment and just, that's kind of impressive, hon. Pretty fantastic. Because I'm gonna go ahead and be real with you. You seem, one, all far too confident, and two, far too cool to actually be down here deliberately. So what on earth brought you my way?
Zagreus.
Oh,
Zagreus.
Yeah, Zagreus. We're doing his job for him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you
see.
get it. The way you said, "Oh," you understand. Also, I hope it's okay. I found your rice, and Nomalanga's making fried rice.
Cold cutting food.
Antiope's just like sitting, like waiting for more food. Like has eaten all of the cookies. Is now just like sitting, like watching the rice cook.
If you're, and they'll pull out another tray from underneath, and there's these large, decorative berry meringues that they go ahead and push your direction, and just, cherry on the top, pomegranate inside. Be careful of seeds. I didn't manage to de-seed all of them before going ahead, but, a little bit of a risk reward there.
Gonna be that gif of Kirby, like opening his mouth and just sucking all of the food in.
They'll smile and just
Normally so smooth.
a little nod towards you. Just I'm
Like,
glad
these are really
you're
good.
quite so enthusiastic. That's good to hear. You're not gonna find anything else that good for the rest of the underworld. I will tell you that for a fact. But yeah, that sounds awfully familiar. Zach comes through, and he's a good lad when he's not trying to be the edgy teenage heartthrob that he really tries and fails to be. But he's a good guy on the inside, really. He's kept me company down here a lot, although he's a little weird. I had a few moments where I was just, doing my thing, and he'd just stand there for like hours. Just stand there and not do it. It was really, really weird. But,
Is he a bit of a pervert?
Maybe
No,
he's listening
no,
to
no.
you sing
No,
because
no.
you have a beautiful voice.
But it's weird to like not say anything.
I
You
mean,
could be like,
weird
hey,
is Zagreus' MO, really, when you when you
you're like,
really lock
hey,
it
I'm
down.
having a bad day. I'm going to just chill here, and you're like, okay, but it's weird to. That's what it sounds like a bit. Like I had one thing where someone would just like stare. That seems like a bit of the.
I did eventually call him out on it, don't worry. But yeah, we spent quite a bit of time together, passing through. He's a good lad. He's just tries far, far too hard. And yeah, he's
Doesn't
not...
seem to try very hard at his job.
Well, yeah. I mean, he... Sometimes he does a really good job. Sometimes I don't see him for a while. Other times, he's back within, like, an hour or so. He's either really good at it or he's dreadful at it, and there's really no in-between. But, he tries, so,
I guess that's what counts.
Well, now he seems to have stopped trying because he's hired us to take his place.
That surprises me, which tells me one of two things. One, he's either seriously in trouble with his father, or two, he's finally fixed his little thing and is spending some more time in the house. So, who knows?
I'm sorry, I've been running a parallel story in my head this whole time. Would you like to explain what's really going on, or I could leave with my head canon?
Oh,
That's
are you
when
talking
Nomalanga
about
invented the term headcanon.
Yes. Not entirely sure what you'd be doing with a cannon on your head, but I mean, we'll sure, whatever. If you're talking about the Zagreus situation, he's very bad with people and relationships, and he gets far more than he deserves.
Yeah,
Okay,
because like
and
Megara and
nepotism.
Thanatos are both super hot, and I have no idea how any of that.
Maybe because so he's like the prince down here. Maybe it's like a good for job secure, like moving up situation.
You see, I thought
can't
the
be the
same, but they are
personality.
actually like into it, and I'm not entirely sure why, to be honest. Like, I
Into-
really have no idea.
Never been one for sad boys.
Maybe because they both seem very like top. Maybe it's like he probably is. He's probably
Big body
I've got
energy.
my own sad boy to deal with. I'm not exactly ready to pick up another one anytime soon.
Well, none of us
That's
here are
fair.
sad or fully boys, so
That's true. Got some big forest witch energy going on.
I
Oh,
mean,
dear.
I really don't understand the other situation because, like you said, Megara and Thanatos with Zagreus? Like, come on. And I tried with both of them, and I got nowhere. So,
You? Really?
goodness.
Their loss,
Wow.
obviously.
Agreed.
You see the cheeks flush, this kind of vibrant, not really a red, more of kind of a lotus pink that kind of flushes across her face. Just, you are far too kind, and I can't take that much more compliments, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill you with food. And kind of pulls out another tray, slides it over.
Too bad for you, we'll just compliment the food. Kyveli mumbles.
She'll smile again, and there's more of a flush as she passes these like muffins your way. Just I'll offer you the same thing I offered him if you need a place to lie low and find yourself coming through Asphodel. Well, you're more than welcome to chill here for a bit. Just don't do the standing in the corner for 3 hours things. That was weird.
3 hours.
It's sometimes longer. Like, I think like a solid 4.5 hours. I think his brain just like wandered off to go and grab some food or something and just forgot where he was. Like, I really don't know.
Everyone else, is he okay? He's like not okay, right? Like I feel bad making fun of him. He's like, is he okay?
I mean, I think as okay as anybody down here is okay.
He was like born here. He should be more okay than that.
You're right.
This is like normal for him.
That's, I guess. Maybe like all of the heat has melted his brain.
Wow, this is a really long time.
Yeah. I mean, or maybe there's something like really bad coming up next and he stays here to like eat the food and listen to the pretty singing and before he has to go do something that's like really unpleasant.
Oh, because he's a coward. Okay.
If that's the takeaway, yes. Sure.
Yes. Oh, and the rice kitchen. She's like, here, eat, and she puts rice down in front of everybody,
Thank you.
including Eurydice.
Oh, it's been a while since I've had hospitality. Usually I'm the giver, not the receiver, so,
Yeah, Nomalanga is like my African aunt. She's like, eat. She's like, not, there's no smell, she eat.
She tucks a little bit of, like, flowery hair behind, and as she says that, she throws a wink towards Kyveli before taking a seat and, dining on some rice.
So, what is after this then that we are so worried about? Do you know what's up there?
A few more fire rooms, probably. Nothing that all of you can't handle. It's usually the Hydra. That's usually the thing that it actually gets Zacharias a lot of times. I feel like if they if Zach doesn't make it to the end and gets stopped by whatever is at that end, it's probably the Hydra.
Hydra?
What's that?
Hydra, made of bone. It's like a big snake, but it has loads of like other heads. Changes its color, and that usually means that it can do something different sometime. I don't know that part. Zacharias just kind of talks at me, and I
So when he doesn't fail to defeat it, how does he do it?
with great difficulty, I'm told. Unfortunately, not as talkative as Megara, let's say, or any of her sisters for that matter. Maybe Tisiphone. Maybe. But anyway, yeah, it's gonna be one you're actually gonna have to kind of force your way through, I'm afraid.
There's a bone
Not
snake.
dateable.
Big bone snake with multiple heads, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard stories about them. When you cut off the heads, they regrow something.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Like
well, that
that.
is good. That is good to know.
Thankfully not 100% the case in this instance. It seems like it needs to be, alive to do that. But it does have multiple heads, so careful.
Noted.
Oh, by the way, you can repot the olive tree if you want to use that cooking pot again.
Oh, haha. Sure. Sorry, this is really weird. I'm not used to...
Hospitable
Being by-
guests.
Being by so many hot people.
She smiles a
Not
little, but doesn't
temperature.
respond as she takes the olive tree and, she grabs a pot from underneath and we'll go ahead and just kind of slot it in to this new pot. You see a slight kind of glow of, rainbowish energy on her fingertips for just a moment before she pulls them away.
Kyveli is watching her do this. As she watches the magic flow from her fingers, and she's just like, "Are you a nymph?"
I'm an experience.
Sure as hell are. Be like, is it okay if I take that? Because that's a really good line.
Oh, yeah, no, sure.
Kyveli's just sort of like you have never seen her actually look phased or flushed or anything, and she is.
I think Antiope kind of sidles up to be like, "You okay?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you're
It's really good.
Yeah, because you're really red.
I sunburn easily.
There's no sun.
It
But
must
okay.
be the lava.
Okay. Just gonna pat her on the shoulder. I'm gonna try to pat her on the shoulder, but I know she's just covered in stuff. So tries to find where the shoulder would be, and just
There is so much cloak in the way.
yeah, it's just
It's
kind of
a fur mantle.
the approximation of where the shoulder would just be for what it's worth, I think she likes you too.
Meanwhile, Nomalanga's like, so when was the last time you had experience?
Is that aimed at Eurydice?
Yeah. She's just eating. She's just this is small talk. You brought it up.
Is that no longer small
I
talk
feel
is
like, I feel like it's
not
always-
small.
Zagreus is, and you struck out with my gut. It's been a while, hey? Unless your sad boys went by.
I've been down here a long time, and Orpheus and I are on a better terms than we used to be, but by no means are we back to where we were, so...
Well, now we have a name to look out for, everybody.
Oh, I'm surprised you you didn't see him. Zagreus told me he's still hanging out in the house nowadays. You'll recognize him anywhere. Super stick thin, kind of like always hunched in the corner because they can't deal with social interaction. You know.
Him?
So what's he doing with... Or, no, not what's he doing with you, clearly punching above his weight. What are you doing with him? No judgment, just it seems...
I am judging.
She'll judge you. I won't. I'm just curious.
People can be physically attractive in a lot of different ways, but also people can be creatively attractive, I suppose, you could say.
But
Kyveli's very creative with the brewing.
So I have noticed, and I'm also not oblivious to your attempts here.
You know what you're talking about.
I was
We're just
not.
enjoying
I'm
some
very bad
delightful
at being
food.
subtle.
Perhaps
never try
the
anyway.
other people
Cool,
down
that was
here
great.
in the underworld are incredibly poor at reading and responding to social cues, but I've been on the surface far, far more than they have, so... I know what you mean, hun.
So we go kill this bone snake thing, and you and Kyveli will go out?
You kill this bone snake thing and continue doing whatever the hell it is that you're currently doing far better than Zag can, and the next time I see you, we'll talk. Because it sounds like we have some recipes to share.
That sounds good.
Excellent. She'll kind of begin putting things away and kind of cleaning up after the food. She'll chuckle to herself and look towards kind of just out of the room. There's another boat there. Just that's the one that'll take you where you need to go, by the way. And yeah. We'll see what happens soon, and make sure you do bring some recipes when you do get back, because one thing I love more than anything else is chemistry. And she'll smile and turn away, begin kind of clearing some things up.
That I can certainly provide. Kyveli mutters. Is there any... Thanks. She's gonna just like pick up a little pot from somewhere, like put it on the table and do the same thing again, like some dirt, some little seeds and plants and stuff, and just like a tiny little flower will grow out of the pot. As she waves her hands, she just kind of silently leaves it there.
All right.
Then she looks at Antiope and she's like, "Yeah, thanks. Still got it."
Yep. I couldn't have done it any better myself.
Just thumbs up. All right. As Eurydice continues to kind of just clean things up and put some more ingredients on, you can make your way now, slowly, very slowly, out of this area. Jump into the boat that begins moving by itself, and you only get a few steps away before you hear the song begin to play again as she begins to sing over the instruments. And that's where we'll go ahead and take a quick break. Give people a chance to jump up, hydrate, stretch, all of that wonderful good stuff, and remind people that this is still a charity stream and you should definitely donate. All right.
Do the thing.
We
Do the
will be
thing.
back in just a short little while. Don't go anywhere. Catch you soon. Hello, friends. Welcome on back to episode. All right, it's been fun. Thank you so much.
If Izza and I are in a stream together,
Has to be done.
this is what happens.
Welcome on back to the Threads of Fate. Yeah, we are in the middle of Asphodel. We have just done a lot of flirting with a lot of people, and yeah, that kind of sums everything up.
That was basically the whole first half.
Yeah.
Yep.
The group has managed.
No,
to...
we fought a rock.
You did fight a rock. Yeah.
Yeah, for like 2
Fight a
seconds.
rock until you just utterly decimated it because apparently
We met my dad.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, first we flirted with Thanatos, got him to go on a date with us.
Mhm.
Then we fought a rock. Then we met my dad. And then Kyveli and Eurydice are gonna go on a date.
Mhm.
Basically, yeah, pretty much. Exactly that. And yeah, before we go ahead and jump on in, check out the chat. There is the donation link for helping out the Trevor Project. As you can see, it is a charity stream, so anything that you can spare would be massively appreciated. All right, cool. Let's get back into it. As you board yet another boat, and even though these boats are completely stable, at this point they're just kind of they're getting old. They're getting old at this point. Thankfully, this one doesn't take too long, as you end up in this small lava island section with what appears to be a large gate on the other side. Proper, like, stereotypical big portcullis with 2 flaming purple sconces on the side there. The island itself is pretty much empty, save for this lone corner off to the side, where you see an interesting, like, little splay of random items that seem to be kind of across the ground. And standing next to this little selection, floating in place, wearing mostly black and purple, with a slight slew of gold here and there, is a mostly kind of genderless figure, with this large kind of like grey, slightly worn oar just off to the side here. They seem to just float relaxed. As you pull up, their head kind of turns. You see their mostly skeletal visage looking back at you.
Oh, that's cool. Hi. Are you a friend of Skelly's?
Oh my god, skeletons know each other.
Are you like Skelly's dad?
They just continue to growl.
Do you know and have opinion? Thought so. Thought so. It's okay.
Can you only growl and grunt? Short growl for yes.
To spite you, they nod.
Fair.
I mean, I guess that's what happens when you work with Zagreus for long enough, right?
Oh no.
I don't want that to happen to me.
Oh no, but we're different because we're cool. So like,
Yeah.
We're getting the job done.
What is?
Do we go
you
through?
You can't talk to us. Do we like fight you?
Shakes his head
Good,
and
good,
points
good.
the oar towards the three objects that are kind of sat there. One of them is what appears to be another one of those jewels that you've already picked up. One of them appears to be this bright, glowing pomegranate, and the other seems to be an orb similar to ones that you've already encountered, but there's no color or symbol to it as of yet. It's just a blank orb currently.
Are you giving us these?
And Nomalanga goes to pick up the blank orb.
The ore kind of crosses in front of you as he just...
I think this is a store.
Oh, we have to pay.
I look for like a price tag.
He points towards, like, he turns, and behind him is a little pedestal with a similar bag to the one that you've already seen out of the envelope, just behind him. And then as he kind of stretches his orb back outwards, you see little price tags kind of appear underneath the items. Almost as if this is a video game or something.
What can we afford?
Yeah.
We've been given nondescript
Yeah, how
amounts
much
of money.
How much money did we get?
We have an amount of money.
You currently have, in the bag, there was 150 gold coins. So you could buy just, the orb, or you could buy the, you could afford both other objects that are there.
I mean, we already have some of those crystals, and we just ate pomegranates with Eurydice, so I say orb.
Get the orb?
Yeah, I
Because
think we should.
if it's
touch the orb.
Poseidon, we can ask him about a waterbed.
Oh yeah.
So, because we're gonna want that
I so
waterbed.
badly wanted to be the god of the ocean, and you're like, hey, can I get a water?
I am the
Like, we're
god
gonna
of the
need that
storms and the seas, a waterbed.
Like we're, and Tybee's like in our mind palace, she's like, we're gonna need that water. But like, if we have 2 dates later, like we're gonna need the water.
No, that's fair. Yeah.
Type's like, I can't bring home 2 tens and be on a dumb ass plain bed.
And be on a non-water based bed. Like,
They're going to go home immediately.
and like I'm a closer. It's what I do. I need that water. You don't go out to dinner.
Who wants to ponder the orb? Has everyone had an orb turn? Are we back to me pondering the orb?
I don't think
Let's ponder this orb.
Has Kohl
Yeah,
had
let's
touched
go.
one?
Ponder this
No.
orb and get a fucking water.
Cole can touch the.
Okay.
Cole can touch it and like try to manifest waterbed god. I don't think that.
The god of water beds, the god of the sea, the god of storms, and the god of horses, and also.
All right, Ray. Man,
Okay,
subtitle.
Water,
So
but
I assume you've paid for it. Let me grab a dice real quick.
Poseidon. Fun fact: Poseidon was the original horse girl.
I don't think you guys have told Cole or Nomalanga that Poseidon is the god of like all ocean-based things.
Absolutely.
I think
Poseidon's
that-
also the god of horses, which makes him the original horse girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think Cole
Oh,
legitimately
Izzle.
reckons.
Is
Oh.
his turn?
Because it was like, I'm out of here.
That's fine. That's fine. We can make this work. That's okay.
Finally,
That's
is
cool.
done dealing with
We
my
can-
shit. She's like, I'm gone.
Okay. Give me a second. We will be right back real quick, and I shall move some stuff around.
Poor is
real quick, while the internet holds, let's go ahead and jump back in. Hi, hello. Who's touching the orb? Who's pondering the orb?
I was gonna say, I don't know
Ponder.
if Kyveli's pondered an orb yet, but it's okay if one of the others want to do it.
Yeah, I think it's Kyveli and Kohl haven't pondered an orb yet. But
I've pondered 2 orbs because y'all made me ponder the second orb.
It's
Yeah, Kohl, if
okay.
you want to take this one, that's cool.
Yeah, manifesting.
Okay, I've already
Waterbed
rolled the dice
god.
for it, so here's what happens. You sit there for a moment and you attempt to manifest some kind of water god, but unfortunately for you, magical items and gods don't seem to always bend to people's wills as such.
Yeah,
and
Kohl doesn't like water too.
it's not a blue energy you see, but a red one that swirls
better.
around into the orb here. There's a moment where the red darkens and almost becomes viscous and congeals in the air before wrapping itself around the orb itself. And you hear a scream kind of echo throughout the chamber. Not of pain, but of a battle cry of sorts.
Oh,
As
Kohl very comfortable.
the individual the individual who's standing there just pulls the orb back, and if skeletons could roll their eyes, they would have. Just slinks back a little bit, as ahead of you there's this beautiful ornamental, like almost a horn-esque symbol in front of you on the orb. Takes a moment before the energy coalesces and manifests, and you hear the clunk of armor behind you as, forming behind in a cloud of red before fully manifesting, is a very fit, well-toned black man with a shield on one side, a sword on the other, couple of spears and blades kind of strapped around this battle kilt, as it were. Chest completely exposed, other than kind of like these small adornments and the strap kind of going across. And as he appears, he's using one of his hands just to adjust a gauntlet on his arm, almost deliberately kind of flexing as he does so, like just the tone across his arms. Kind of ties it, gives it a pull, slinks himself back, and just slightly moves the very kind of neat tuft of hair across his head. Just you're looking at me without surprise, which means you expected me here, which means that my cousin has failed again.
Is your cousin
Zagreus?
Zagreus?
Rolls his eyes and kind of
So
like
that's a yes.
flicks the sword a couple of times, just
Kohl
with
was
the god
like
of war.
watching every motion. Well,
Oh, well, it's nice to meet you.
beneficial.
Hi.
What exactly are you all doing down here?
Zagreus'
Presently,
job.
We're about to go kill a big bone snake. Not a euphemism, actual bone snake. But also Zagreus' job.
The bluntness of your statement tells me that I am not the first one that you've encountered down here, which means that yet again, my family aren't doing their job properly.
Well, I mean, Zagreus is in your family, so
So he's
yeah.
but like doing your job, because yes, we've seen a couple other gods around here. Were they supposed to do something?
Hermes is getting complacent. Very well. So you found your way down here. I assume you've caused some glorious battles on the way. Or at least I should hope so.
Oh yeah, we beat the shit out of this floating rock thing.
Yep. Like, shows the guns. It's like part of the job. It's what we do for now, I guess.
Looks across you all, one by one, and there's the slightest of smirks that kind of breaks his expression. Just impressive specimens.
You're not so bad yourself.
Say the same.
Nomalanga's doing when she has her arms like this, and I like got them on display.
Love that for you.
I appreciate people who keep their weapons clean and functioning.
Oh, proud.
Good job, Kohl.
Yeah, that's
Good job, Kohl.
That's what I do.
Kohl is shy, but he is quite impressed right now.
Ares will slink back for a moment, kind of reevaluate the situation as they take another quick look across you all, then towards the skeletal figure that floats there. Kind of a nod of realization before they look back towards you. Just seems like you're about to deal with something perhaps beyond the mortal realms.
Seems that way.
Everything down here?
I mean, yeah, we're about to fight a fucking Hydra.
Made of bones.
Made of
That's weird.
Oh, I could get so much bone
Because he
powder.
could get so much bone.
You could.
Thought just went through my mind.
They step towards Kohl, and very matter-of-factly step towards you, and without the chance to for you to kind of like pull away, they take your hand and they grasp it, almost like, you know, like people sharing a bro handshake, like, you know. They'll go ahead and clasp it and they squeeze tight, and looking you dead in the eyes, they just say, well, if that's the situation that you find yourselves in, it would be remiss of me not to encourage you to do your damnedest.
What have you to offer then?
Show me that you are valiant, that you are capable, and I may assist you. May. They take their hand away, and as they do so, you feel something pressed into the palm of your hand. And opening it up is a small yellow and black gem with the same insignia that the orb had across it. They step away, just... I'm more actions than words. Not as flowery as some of my brothers and sisters, and certainly not as whiny and invasive as my cousin. So, I will simply say I'm impressed by what I see, and that I hope you succeed in your endeavors, whatever those may be.
Very well then. To another battle then.
He nods once, runs a quick hand kind of like through the hair to kind of just prim it a bit. Very, like, over-exaggerated movement as the arm comes up and like the shoulder muscle moves, and like it's very kind of it's a lot. But
Kohl
Get it,
also
you're hot.
Kohl will also probably say to him, like, my regards to the maker of your weapons as well. As he's like, is appreciative of like the slow flexing, but is more so like, yeah, okay, like Nomalanga is right there. I'm sorry.
Oh, if you want a weekend off, he's pretty hot.
Yes.
The Creator blesses me with fine creations, and I bless them back by granting them glory. I think it's a fair exchange.
No, really, you should get his number. I invented numbers too.
Sounds like your
Got
weapon
bases.
has enough glory of its own. Nothing more wrong with a bit more.
See you later then.
They'll nod and pull the blade outwards, kind of rested in their hands for a moment. The visage vanishes in a shower of red energy and the slightest look of kind of like small spinning blades before dissipating.
I want one of those.
We'll find
But
you
the-
one.
The man or the sword?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
that's the right answer.
We'll get.
The
Cole
answer
one of
is
each.
yes.
The answer is yes.
We'll get Cole one of each. Don't worry.
Yes, one of each. It's what he deserves.
Let's go fight a bone hydra.
Let's go fight a
Let's
bone hydra, not a euphemism.
Yeah.
Let's get some Kyveli some bone dust.
Yeah,
Bone
it's
dust,
like
much bone
let's
dust.
get all the bone dust.
Bone
Let's
dust.
get so much bone dust.
Sick bone dust, bro.
All right, fantastic. Yeah, you, with this being done, you hear just a final. As the oar points up towards the gateway, as the portcullis begins to rise up.
Like, goodbye.
It's lovely chatting with you.
I leave unceremoniously.
You step through, down a small little pathway into a very large, again, lava-filled cavern, but the lava around you seems more unstable and more aggressive. There's small fountains and plumes around this area, and as you all step inside, the farthest part of the island begins to rumble a little as out from the other end, out of the lava, stretches this huge serpentine head with this kind of huge bone neck, and begins to come downwards and hisses and roars at you. Mouth pretty much entirely open and unhinged at this point, before locking its eyes back at you.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Antiope, you should probably find somewhere safe.
Thank you. Gonna move to the back of the group.
Kyveli's just rubbing her hands.
Little goblin hands.
All right. What would you like to do? As they've surfaced, I'll let you all go first. Yeah,
Is it one head at the moment?
just one.
gonna throw some knives at it. I got throwing knives.
Mm-hmm.
Like pop off, throw some knives.
Sure thing. Go ahead and roll that skirmish. We'll see how well you do.
What's a 4 get me?
4 is mixed success, if I remember correctly. So you do, so here's how this works. You go ahead and throw the knives. You do indeed cause a little bit of harm as the knives fly forwards and they strike and crack some of the vertebrae. However, it hasn't finished fully surfacing itself yet. So, as the knives bounce, they drop and topple into the lava below it.
That's fine.
I think Kohl will, like, I don't know how hunt necessarily works, but Kohl is going to shoot this thing, but it's more so making sure that because he's heard the other heads like pop up, like use that sort of to understand how the enemy is going to attack, because we have Antiope and Kyveli as well. So it'll be like I'm going to go for the thing and ready for the things that are unseen.
Okay. Would you like to roll anything for that? Or is that more
I
just
have hunt and I have scout. So
Okay.
I don't know if I could use that. Otherwise, I could also just still shoot it. Depends on like what to use.
Because this is an active creature, I think hunt is going to work pretty well here.
Okay, cool. Excellent. And I get a +1 effect for like locating the target as well. Okay. I got a 6 as my highest number.
Nice.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Cool. Okay, so I'll say you're going to be the first one to be alerted to any other movements that are happening, and your next attack might cause a little bit more harm. We'll see. All right. Antiope or Kyveli? What would you like to do in this situation?
I would like to look up what something I have on me does real quick. So, Kyveli, go ahead, pop off.
Okay. I think Kyveli is going to use ritual again. She's going to attempt to I think she's going to attempt the lava thing again, since it worked so well last time.
Sure thing.
And there's plenty of extra lava around to use as well.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
It's a 6. Yay!
A 6. Nice. It worked well last time. It works well again this time. I think how I kind of picture this happening, feel free to correct me. I think that you go for something a little bigger this time, and looking at the like falls of lava behind, you bend one of the streams to suddenly kind of become far faster. You kind of just and it splashes across pretty much the entire spine of this creature and begins to slowly melt its way through the bone. Definitely caused some harm there. Absolutely.
Yeah. That's a fucking excellent description. So yep, I'm happy with that.
Sweet. Antiope.
Antiope would like to just like vibe. Just wanna
Everyone else is doing this stuff, and Antiope's in the background just going...
like, you're all doing great! It's like in the anime, like suddenly like there's a cheerleader uniform. It's just like...
Everyone's like, where did you get that?
Don't worry about it! We all have our methods. Yeah, like because my weaponry is a very small knife and a bolo, so something this large is not. This isn't for me. I would
Fair.
I would like to just kind of like move about the cabin in a way that keeps me out of harm's way. Maybe even like, cause like I'm quick, I'm just not strong. So like, even if like kind of keep an eye out, like if one of like the damage dealers looks like they're gonna get got by the Hydra, like maybe even like try to be like a distraction to like get its attention so that the damage dealers can
Okay.
like do more damage.
Okay.
Because I feel like I'm quick and I can like get away from the big thing.
All right. Go with a more kind of like distractive / defensive stance. I like that.
Yes.
I like.
Yes. Like so that they don't have to defend themselves. Like I can just distract and they can do damage.
Okay. We'll hold off on a roll for you for now then. Just to see how this goes with what everyone else is doing. Okay, cool. In that case, the Hydra will fully emerge itself and will look towards... Who's it gonna look towards? It's gonna look towards the person who just threw knives at it. Nomalanga. You watch as
Tough fucker.
the mouth opens up, and almost in retaliation for you shooting something at it, it's gonna go ahead and shoot something at you. You watch as the mouth opens, and there's this small orb of bright neon pinkish purple energy that swirls for a moment before this barrage of strikes just fires its way towards you. Why don't we go ahead and get a resistance roll there going?
Cool.
This one's gonna be this one's probably gonna be risky because it's gonna be in a more definitely a more dire and less controlled situation. You can go ahead and use your skirmish for this.
Okay. I got a 4.
Okay. So mixed success there. 4's not great. It's not awful, but it's not great. Okay. So the bolts come towards you, and you feel like you're pretty ready in terms of any attack that would come your way. You know, you threw a rock into lava earlier, like you're good, but you underestimate quite how fast these are actually coming towards you. So you manage to get out of the way of any significant harm, but as you're kind of dodging and ducking to the side, you're not quite ready to lurch your body in the directions you need to and keep in control. So I'm gonna stay... Yeah, I'm gonna say you don't take any harm.
Okay.
But I will probably say you're probably going to take something to your stress at this point. It's a good enough roll to avoid things, but definitely not enough to avoid everything there. Alright, cool. As it now fires these bolts out, it seems to almost like track its attacks with your movement, Nomalanga. But you are just keeping ahead at this point. As this happens, Antiope, as the one who hasn't made an actual action yet, you've now seen this happen. You've seen Nomalanga kind of stagger forwards and regather themselves as they bolt.
Yeah, can I, like, seeing that kind of, like, dash, like, out in front of her and kind of, like, along the, not, like, along the edge, because the Hydra's there, but, like, between her and the Hydra and just kind of like start running along the side to try to like pull its attention away.
Okay. Sounds like a finesse roll to me.
Sure. It's like the one non-talky thing that I'm good at. Ooh, and that was a 6. I got a 1, a 3, and a 6, so thank God for that 6.
Alrighty. Cool. Yeah, you... Almost like a relay race, you kind of come up to Nomalanga, and like, there's this kind of trade-off as you continue forwards, dashing and zipping your way forward, and the Hydra does indeed track on you and begin firing these bolts. You're in a pretty comfortable position so far. Nothing particularly to concern you as you run, but there are these blasts behind you. Nomalanga, you are given a moment of, well, levity in order to work out what your next steps are.
This thing wanted to start shit, so I am doing my classic Austin move. I'm getting on this thing and smacking it. I am like, as I'm running and dodging, I'm like making my way forward, and I want to jump on this thing and like start hacking at its spinal cord with my giant sword.
Okay.
Oh, I love it so much.
I will say, since it is still very much in lava, this is gonna be, again, a risky situation.
Is it? Because you let me establish that the lava doesn't hurt me earlier.
Oh yeah, but that doesn't mean that you can't, like, that doesn't mean that you get free movement in lava. It's still, it's still a viscous liquid.
What do you want me to roll, Chief?
Either skirmish or wreck, I guess, depending on what kind of attack you feel like you're doing here.
Cool, they're the same, so I'll roll 2d6.
I'm gonna wreck it.
Sweet. I'm gonna wreck it!
I'm gonna wreck it.
Was my one ability earlier once, or just like... I didn't write it down.
Olorin's blessing was a one-time thing.
Cool, I got a 5. I got 2 5s, I don't know if that means anything. I think it's just the highest one, right?
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you... Okay, sure. So you go ahead and sprint up as it's now distracted. There's a huge pool of, like, lava across its back, so it's just pissed. It's trying to hit this one little zippy target that's just not happening. You sprint up, you climb up the vertebrae and manage to land a blow across the back of its head, and it flinches, most certainly. It kind of ducks down, flinches, and hisses for a second. I will say that you have now broken the channel on its ranged attack, so Antiope, you are no longer being shot at. However, as a mixed success, its attention's now on you.
Yeah, cool. That's what I wanted. I'm literally the tank.
All right, Kohl, as you're the one who rolled that high hunt, as this strike happens, you see 2 bubbling sections of the lava begin to kind of just swirl and slosh around.
I'll have because I have 2 guns, there's one pointed there, so if it comes out, it's gonna be bang, stay down, if successful. But one is definitely where it's going to target Nomalanga, directly at the Hydra as well. So I'll probably fire at the Hydra if the one that is bubbling doesn't come up, and yeah, that's probably what I'll do, and hopefully everyone can see that Kohl is I have spotted the head, and now I'm going to shoot the bigger head.
Okay. Sure thing. Go ahead and roll for that.
Okay, I got 5, and no, that's a 4, so it doesn't count. What was the Aries thing, by the way? The gift.
Essentially, instead of rolling for like an action, you can use a call to summon to summon Ares' aid.
Oh, okay. Got you. Cool. I don't think that Ares would want to fight here, so I won't do that. Unless it gets real bad. Yeah.
Okay. What was the roll, sorry?
It was a 5.
A 5. Okay. Big success. Cool. So yeah, you do get a strike in, most certainly. It kind of cracks a section of the bone and ricochets. But the Hydra now becomes more irate and more unpredictable as it begins to wheel its way around and attempt to shake off Nomalanga.
This is fine.
Before that does happen, Kyveli, anything you wanted to do real quick?
So the lava is bubbling, but other heads haven't appeared yet. Is that correct?
Not yet.
Okay. Would it be reasonable to say that Kyveli has noticed that something else might appear because Kohl pointed it out?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Then I think Kyveli is going to try and use her compel ability, which lets her attune to the ghost field and command a nearby spirit to like appear and help us. Within the Hades world, there are spirits fucking everywhere. So however Ray wants to deal with this, it's up to you.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, why don't you go ahead and roll me that attune check?
Yeah. I think for attune I get 3 dice. Yes. Come on. Oof. The highest one is a 4. That's sad.
Okay. So, as this is happening and the Hydra begins to shake, the bubbles begin to form and begin to breach 2 more Hydra heads that rise their way outwards. Kohl, you can definitely take a shot with your with one of your like guns to the side. However, as the second head begins to rise, you begin to make this attunement. You don't quite attach to a power you wanted to, but there is something that answers your call. It's weaker per se, but still something, as just ahead of you sprints this silhouette of a large blonde muscular figure in kind of like very it's very kind of like translucent and see-through. It's not quite fully apparated, but it's there enough. And they step forwards and reach down into the lava and essentially grab the head that's breaching, and with an ridiculous inhuman strength, just force this thing back into the lava. You watch, like, it's just full on, just, no, you're not doing that. Like, just pushing this thing back down. I will say that, you summoning the power that you have here is going to buy you a little bit of time on that extra head.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think in order to like weave that magic, Kyveli actually takes the like gnarled wooden staff off her back, like spins it around and slams it into the ground and starts kind of like scanning a hand around the room looking for spirits. And as that figure sort of runs out and decks the Hydra, Kyveli's hand is outstretched, sort of like shaking ever so slightly with the strain of trying to command this spirit that she's not fully attached to.
Weirdly, trying to command the energy of this spirit, although your magical sense is a strain, you feel your physical body get a little stronger. There's just a slight wave of just like healthiness around you for just a moment while you're kind of controlling this. Yeah, you just feel like you could go do a really good workout, basically.
Yeah.
Swole.
Sweet. Okay. Nomalanga.
Do I have to roll for the other thing?
Oh yes, yeah.
that
Go
pops
ahead
up?
with your do a quick skirmish roll for me.
That's 2 6s.
Ho ho!
Nice.
Okay. Okay. So what does this look like, huh?
I think that Kohl sort of walks towards it and it's almost a point blank. And I'm gonna use the sharpshooter ability as well for it to be like a barrage. But he just the eyes don't leave Nomalanga, but he just keeps shooting, and then there's just him just says stay down. As he just keeps shooting into this, he just sees the head slowly start to pop up. It's bang, 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 bang.
Okay, cool.
Nomalanga from God, you're so hot.
Amazing. All right, cool. I'm here for this. Sweet. That'll definitely delay this other head for a little bit as well, as you have this spirit on one side, the shots on the other. Nomalanga, I need you to make a resistance roll, specifically for wreck, because this thing is going to attempt to boost itself upwards and ram you into the ceiling. And this is definitely going to be dangerous. This is going to be a desperate.
I don't know what that means, but I got
pissed.
2 4s.
2 4s. Okay. You mixed success again. So you kind of move as this thing is wiggling its way around and trying to get you off at this point. Wait, wording. Trying to... Shush. We'll ignore that.
Listen, I have a monster fucker card right here.
The Hydra is trying to stop you from doing any more damage. God fucking damn it. And, yeah, it suddenly just shoots directly upwards and essentially tries to impale you on one of the stones above. You manage to slip down just in time, but you don't hold your grip and you manage to free fall. You land in the lava, which, yes, does no damage, but the surface tension will give you a point of harm, as you do essentially slam into what is essentially a solid object at this point.
Just like a little baby one, like a normal harm.
For now,
Okay.
you are gods after all, or especially powerful
take that.
individuals.
Yeah, it's whatever. Fine. Yeah, I fell. I'll get him in. I'll get him in post. I'll take the L.
Yeah, thankfully no direct damage, so no need for any kind of status here. But yeah, it hurts a lot as the Hydra is gonna slowly slink its way down, and realizing that its other heads aren't popping up, it's going to take a look for what is causing that and attempt to put a stop to it. But you can go ahead and take whatever actions you would like to before it does so. One second.
I was getting. I know you're right.
It's gonna go for Kohl. Or at least that's where its eyes are currently trailed.
That's fine.
Cool.
Kohl. So is it coming at me, or is it just did the whole I'm protected?
Oh, it's getting ready to go for you at this point. 100%.
I take out my bigger, badder gun.
Okay.
I mean, Kohl will shoot it if Kohl can.
I was gonna
unless,
say,
like,
are you just
everyone else
firing
is-
straight away?
Yeah, I think it's sort of just like it looks and it like Kohl looks and it's sort of just like rifle as opposed to pistols, and it's just like
Frickin' go for it. Hell yeah.
Kohl is not pleased with normal. I need to take a photo because I just rolled another 2 6s.
Whoa, okay. Jesus Christ. Alright. Calm down
Also
there,
did
Kohl.
not come to play around.
You made look. I'm going to like play off the fact that Kohl has special abilities, sharpshooter and vengeful. Even though vengeful is like an XP thing, it like threw Nomalanga kind of, and he's like, "That's rude," and no.
That's rude. that's
That's
the issue you're
rude.
taking.
Yeah. Okay, and he just shoots with his giant ass rifle.
Sure thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, this thing is messed up at this point. As this shot, you got lucky as it kind of weaved its way down and began to look at you. It's pretty much straight horizontal. So pulling out this huge ass gun, you fire straight down its gullet, catch a section of its skull, but it also continues and pierces through some of the vertebrae as well across its body, and it howls and hisses at you.
Unfortunately, Kohl can't flip the bird because Kohl is holding a big ass gun which requires 2 hands.
Alright.
You can feel it.
It is.
Yeah, you can feel
it's the vibe. It's just the. It's there.
The bird is the gun.
Exactly. Yeah, this thing is not looking good at all at this point. It has taken some significant harm. Yeah. What would anyone else like to do before it will go ahead and do its own action?
I just want to stay away from it. It seems really angry now. Like,
You're running
Like-
even faster somehow.
yeah, like, well, before it's like, yeah, like, I'll try to, like, really distract it, but now I'm like,
Like
I
Seth
seem
running.
to
Whoa.
have it handled.
I'm gonna get on.
It looks really
I'm gonna hide on the boat.
angry.
I'm gonna hide on the boat we got on.
Be like, you're doing great, team. Like, I'm there spiritually. Like, this is not my fight. When we get to Theseus, like, I'll neg him to death, but, like, this is not my fight.
We're all waiting for Neg
I
Theseus.
can't wait to see
It's
this.
just like, this
Like
is
the
not
only
my
person-
part.
This is not my fight. Y'all are doing amazing.
Theseus is the only person who's going to get bullied more than Zagreus, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. I feel like Kyveli just took an action, so I don't know if I can take another action. I know this isn't D&D and you can just kind of do things, but I always feel the need to ask.
Kind of do things. It's built in the dark. It's nice and flowing and narrative. So
Yeah.
go for it.
I think if she sees the main Hydra trying to go for Kohl, she will try to. She will now shift her attention away from that spirit and try to regain some control of that lava flow, and maybe try to like seep it out around. Not, it doesn't have feet. The base of the Hydra. To try and turn that lava and like cool it over it, try and trap it in place a little bit.
Okay. Let's see how successful that is, huh?
I I don't know what that would be. I guess maybe attune because she's using magic.
Yeah, you're attempting to kind of control the flow of lava again, and
Yeah.
I
Cool.
think attune will work there.
Sweet. Oh, there's a 6 in there.
Nice. Okay, yeah. This shot rings through. It reels back and screeches before attempting to like lunge at you, Kohl, and all of a sudden it just stops like 15 foot short, and it tries again and tugs and tries again and tugs, and it's about then that you realize, like, looking past where you shot, it almost looks like a mole den, like it's breached out of ground, because all of a sudden this lava has solidified and cooled and held this thing in place, and it is upset.
Cole does like it's holding the gun, but does like chips it as a little thumbs up to Kyveli as like
she has like the staff outstretched, weaving this lava, and she looks at Kohl and she's like, "I've got it. Shoot it in the fucking face.
Get me my bone dust.
Get me my bone dust."
Oh my god. All right. Nomalanga, anything you would want to add to this situation?
Can I be not? No, I'm gonna get out of this lava.
It's warm and cozy, but even you're like, maybe a bit much right now.
I get out of the lava like sexy swimsuit model. And is this thing like, its like head is like been lowered?
Its head and its neck are like on like ground level at this point.
I want to just sever its head.
Sure thing.
But I want to reminisce. Okay, is push yourself a thing you can do only once? I couldn't find a way to mark it, so I didn't know if I could do it again.
I believe.
I think you just do it and you just mark extra stress.
Yeah, you can do it as long as you have the stress to do it.
Okay, I don't know how this game works. I didn't mark stress
But
last time.
yeah, the amount of stress that you use to push yourself increases.
Okay, how much
essentially.
does it use the first time?
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's just 1, and then it increases by 1 every time.
Okay, I'm gonna do it again. I want to use not to trifle with. I want to like get my big sword in there and then like take this head off and throw it in lava.
Okay. Sure thing.
So I will mark my
But the
stress.
bone dust.
The dust.
There's the whole spinal cord. We're gonna keep the spinal cord.
You might even get some fluid. Win-win. There you go.
Something's keeping this to me.
They'll make some tasty potions.
Okay, sure thing.
I got a 6 in there.
All right.
Nice.
I got a 3 and a 6. You only need the high number, right?
Yeah. Okay, so the Hydra doesn't even get a chance to actually be a Hydra because y'all are just too good at this.
Bullies are bullies.
Yeah.
Just keep rolling 6s.
The shot cracks through. Antiope is like disengaged from the battle at this point as they're like, okay, I've done my job. Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Pushing
You're
always
doing
costs
great.
2 stress and either gives an extra die or a stronger effect. There we go. Thank you. I must be thinking of a different system. But yeah, you... the shot rings through, it's sealed in place, and yeah, all of a sudden, you step up, sever its head, and just zoom, lands with a slosh and a thud as the entire kind of like spine that remains comes up and then just onto the ground with a thud.
Kyveli, if you want to get to work before we have to leave.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Thank you. And she just kind of like shuffles over there.
Cole will help like break it up, the skull up for like manageable pieces.
With the other bubbles now vanished, the the spirit of whatever being you summoned disappears.
Which is she able to try and like suss out what it was at all before it disappears?
Hang on. Let me just read a thing.
I could roll a tune or something for it.
I'm actually going to say study.
Oh, okay.
Which might not be correct, but I'm saying it's correct because
Okay.
why not? 'Cause it's more of a direct like watching someone and their movements and how they look and being like, okay, who the fuck is this? Like,
Yeah, that's only a 3.
okay. They certainly aren't a god. They could be a demigod, but you're not entirely sure who, but definitely some kind of hero. Their face looks incredibly familiar, but you just can't quite place it.
It's annoying because I think I know who it is. So cool. Yeah, she as she's moving towards the Hydra, she pauses and looks towards the spirit she summoned and just kind of tilts her head. But then it fades and she's like beeline towards the Hydra again. And takes out all these vials and there's like a saw. She's like sawing off bones and like breaking them, crushing them, sprinkling them into
Like,
vials. And
do you need any help?
I mean, if you want to help, that would be fantastic. But
Yeah. What do you need help with? It's like,
well, you could gather some of these fluids. I can see them dripping from the spinal column. Here's a vial.
okay, I'm gonna gather some spine fluid.
Okay! Ew.
I'm so sorry about this character.
No,
I
do
love
not
them.
apologize. She is amazing.
I think Kohl with Antiope helping Kyveli, Kohl will go to Nomalanga to see if Nomalanga is okay.
Nomalanga is like twirling her hair, like hair in her fro. That was really with the gun. That was. We need to find some alone time. That was. Thank you.
Anytime. Really.
I know. It's been a long time.
Oh, yeah, it has actually. When we get out, we'll have some time.
Thank you. He gives Cole a little peck on the cheek.
Ewo. Ewo.
What if we kissed in the underworld?
JK,
Surrounded by lava.
unless... yeah, as you can definitely go ahead and grab some bone, grab some spinal fluid, as you kind of land this little peck on the cheek there. You'll be glad to know it's not another boat. On the other end of the island here, a small kind of stairwell appears in a flash of kind of bluish green light, and you see, in a very strange turn, you see a few butterflies kind of just come up and out of the stairwell and kind of continue off down the cavernways. There's a smell of fresh air and flowers as some moss begins to grow just a little bit around the stair entranceway.
Nomalanga is like, okay, one of three things. One, we beat the bone thing and now it's time for Kyveli's date. 2, we are leaving. 3, I swear on all of the gods, if we are in the sky underground, I would be so pissed.
I think it's just more underground.
It better be.
One way to find out.
I think it would be really funny if it was Sky somehow.
I'm glad you would be amused.
Yeah.
It's just weird. I mean, everything here is weird, but onwards
I
and
mean-
upwards.
Honestly, this place is way more fun than the living world. There's cool shit to gather, there's hot people.
I mean, there's cool shit
Yeah.
to gather and hot people in the living world.
Yeah,
too.
but it all feels more condensed and
I
compact
think
here.
she's saying it's like easier to find.
Yeah.
Like a higher concentration of hot
Yeah.
people and things to gather.
Yeah.
You, you die, immediately become hot.
Them's
mean-
just the facts.
Hades is like, Hades
This
like, I
place
can
is
only be
crawling
around
with
10.
tens. I don't understand it. Just lousy with tens.
All the people who are below a 10, they go to a different, separate afterlife.
Yeah.
Then how did Zagreus get in here? All right, that's it. And
Nepotism.
It's exactly
Nepotism.
Exactly that. Yeah, the only other detail I should add real quick is Antiope. As you're grabbing spinal fluid from like further down the spine, from in between two of the vertebrae, a jewel rolls out and hits the ground.
Oh.
Uh,
I do like shinies.
You've been around social individuals. You know a diamond when you see one. It's just this very large, very pure diamond that rolls on out.
It's like eyes just go wide. I'm like, I will take that. I'm just gonna take that and put that right in my satchel. I like the shinies. Thank you.
All right. With your stuff gathered, people flirted with, and a Hydra defeated, you gather yourselves and head over to this stairwell where you hear the occasional sound of birds and wind and the occasional enthusiastic cheer, weirdly, as you step down the steps away from Asphodel and towards Elysium. And that's where we'll go ahead and wrap up the session here. Yeah, amazing, super fun. Let's go ahead and just give everyone a chance to plug what they want to plug again, super quick. We'll do the same order as last time. Go.
Go, go, go. Okay, good day, everyone. Wasa here. Wasa Bote on Twitter is where you may find me. I am a writer. I write things, and the things that I write, mostly I can't talk about right now because I have signed NDAs. You can find some of my work in Sino Uno, which is a 5e module. There's something that I wrote from Mnemonic, Kids on Brooms, and Omen's Rising, which is a up-and-coming tabletop RPG game that I am helping develop, and it is basically very Taro vibes. Thank you, everyone. This was excellent. I loved it. It was very fun. Yeah.
I'm next in the order we did before. Hey, I'm Austin. You can find me on Twitter at SailorScottAustin. It's at Sailor SCT Austin. I'm a game designer, performer, writer, lover. Also, I do podcasts, which my podcast is not about games at all. I am the big thing I have coming up is Deimos Academy. Deimos Academy is coming to Kickstarter March 15th, which is in less than a month. Ha 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 ha. So follow me on Twitter. I'll be pretty through from March 15th until it ends, pretty much exclusively talking about that. So either come follow me and you'll hear about it, or don't, because it is all I will be talking about forever. That's me.
I think I was next. I don't know. I have a shit memory. I don't remember what happened 5 seconds ago. Hey, I'm Izza. If you want to find more of what I do, I go by Evil Clever Dog on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube. I'm a designer of like sets and costumes and props and masks and armor and fun things like that. And I'm a professional cosplayer. And I make cool things and I post photos of the cool things. And then I also make videos about how I made the cool things and I put them on my YouTube channel. So you should totally go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I have like 5 videos about making things from Hades. I made the Stygian Blade and I'm working on an Ares cosplay, and that's in like 4 parts will be 5 when it's actually finished. Yeah, that's me. I also do stuff with Asians Represent and stream TTRPGs, so check that out too. Ah.
That was poetry in motion, is what that was.
Thanks.
Hello, everyone. I am Megan. You can find me everywhere you can find people on the internet at MeganLynFTW. I am also a streamer, podcaster, TTRPG designer. Currently, the all-encompassing thing in my life is right now I'm crowdfunding a print run of one of my games for Zine Month. It's called One Particular Harbor, and it is a hack of the amazing game Mobile Frame Zero Firebrands by Vincent and McGay Baker. All about pirates and mermaids and sailors fighting and flirting and such on a chain of islands. And that's crowdfunding right now on gameontabletop.com. The link is very long, but if you go to gameontabletop.com, it's right on the front page with this beautiful orange and pink banner. So we are fully funded as of this week, which is amazing. So we're going to be doing a print run of that. Ray Najati, aka Temporal Hiccup, aka Sword Queen Games, is doing the layout, and the amazing Anna Landon is doing a illustration for the cover. So super excited. So you can check that out. You can check out any of my other games at meganlynftw.itch.io. Oh god. I think that's it. Follow me on Twitter. You can see what I'm doing next. I'm doing a stream at the end of March. I'm playing Lady Blackbird, which I'm very excited about because I've been wanting to play it for years and I'm finally playing it. And I think that's it. I'm done talking now. But yeah, check out my Kickstarter. Check out One Particular Harbor. It's very fun, can confirm.
And what a game to make it in as well. Mwah. Beautiful. Yeah, as you can see, all of these people are awesome, so go ahead and support them in everything they do. I'm
and
here
also
as well.
you.
Yeah, I do things. Hi, hello. I'm Ray. You can find me at RedMageRay on Twitter because I am a shameless Final Fantasy shill. You can find me here, usually every Monday, playing the Mind of the Martyr, of which Austin is also a member. Our 5e-ish game in a Gaslamp fantasy world. That's super fun. You should definitely come and check that out. That's kind of it at the moment. I'm working on a lot of things I can't talk about. So, it's one of those. Working on getting a couple of things written up for projects that I can't talk about, but I am working on it. And yeah, you should just go ahead and follow my Twitter, because they'll be up there eventually when I have either the chance or the bandwidth to talk about them. Haha. With that being said, thank you so much to everyone who has reached out, retweeted, donated. It's super appreciated. The only other thing I can really say is keep an eye on the Friends Who Roll Dice socials. Friends Roll Dice on Twitter primarily. We have something pretty huge cooking in the background at the moment, which will be announced in probably the next couple of weeks. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be big. Yeah, keep an eye. It's probably gonna be one of the biggest things we've done on the channel so far. So check that out when it eventually becomes a thing. But yeah, thank you so much. We're gonna go ahead and take care for the night. So please hydrate, medicate, rest. Look after yourselves, for goodness sake. Wear your bloody masks. And we'll go ahead and see you next time. Keep well, keep safe, keep moving forward. We'll see you soon.